but it's still good. And it's Babael here joining me as Katips. We have 7 points to ManaSurge, 6 to Spectral. Kero versus Allura. You cannot ask for a better finish than this. This is just one hell of a match here, and Allura, man, is really Allura, man. That top deck Soulfire just went completely in their favor, and it could be the saving grace. Kero so far just took out Wansushi for 1 game, and now he's down by 1 life. Allura still has got 2. He's gonna use his lock, but what lock is that? I have no idea. It could still be the Zoo lock, it could be a hand lock, it could be some other lock. Could be a Murloc. So we'll see how it's gonna turn out.
So we are now Allura match point, and Kero still has some work to do if he'd like to come back for his team Spectral. So yeah, the match we've been waiting for all day, and we are now just about to go into game now. And yeah, the players look like they're about to start.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Kero to ready up, and we'll be going into this game very quickly. So Allura, Kero, in case you guys didn't really follow up in terms of the BM action there, we have Kero saying that there is no competition outside Spectral, and we have Allura saying that Kero left because his style just doesn't fit with the way they do things at ManaSurge. And that's still a bit of a grudge match here, and Kero eager to prove himself with his new team. We'll see how that's really going to turn out here in this next series. So Katips, what do you think of the hand for Allura there?
Okay, so for Allura's hand, it is going pretty slow for me. I'm actually still in this mulligan, so
yeah, he's still in the mulligan. He's deciding what to pick there. He does have 2 power overwhelming, 1 Shadowsun Cleric, all thrown away, and he gets double the Young Priestess, 1 Mortal Coil, and a Die Doggy.
Yep, so I think he was trying to get one of his early taunters to synergize with a Young Priestess. Of course, that's one of the more annoying openings for Zoo, where you get a Shield Bearer and a Young Priestess coined in to start getting annoying. So what he's going to do, it looks like, he's going to play both Young Priestesses to start buffing up each other and forcing Kero to think about which of these to use his Earth Shocks on, or does he want to Lightning Bolt them to overload himself early? So it might be... Yeah, so a next turn play for Allura would be the Dire Doggy to bring up the priests to 2-3. Sorry, to 3-2. So yeah, let's see what Kero answers with.
Yeah, but Kero is going to use the Wild Pyromancer.
Okay,
and that is effectively going to die. How is it going to die is completely unknown. Maybe Allura wants to soul fire that if he finds it to be too irritating. Well, we'll see how that is actually going to work out.
I would play it with Dire Doggy and then Soulfire just to keep the tempo going. Of course, without Mana Tide Totem and without Nat Pale anymore in the current meta, it's a little difficult for Shamans, the current versions of Shamans, to keep the card draw up. So instead of keeping up the tempo, Allura decides to use up one of his Young Priestesses to kill off the Wild Pyromancer. And it looks like, yep, he's just going to play Dire Doggy to bring up the Priestess to 3-2 for 3 easy damage to Kero.
Yeah. 3 easy damage indeed. And as that said, we are now also looking at Kero's hand, who already has got a Flimtang Totem as well as a Unbound Elemental. It does look like it's a token Shaman deck with the Bloodlust there as well. I'm not so sure how it's going to turn out here, but it's a wide variety of things it could do, including the Rock Biter, kill up the 2-3 there.
So this is where Zoo starts to get really effective, because you are forcing your opponent to make inefficient trades. So Young Priestess is a 1-cost card, and then Rock Biter is one of the best options for a Shaman to deal with bigger creatures. And you're now forcing your opponent to think, do I want to use my Rock Biter again this early in the game because of the off chance that the opponent might start getting Shattered Sun Clerics or Defenders of Argus, stuff that builds up these small, what seemingly by themselves weak creatures into something much more difficult to deal with. So that's probably what Kero is dealing with right now, thinking of whether or not to use his removals on these tiny creatures for now. So, yep, so thinking about it nice and long. Chooses instead to go with a totem. And he looks like it's going to be Rock Biter action to take out either the doggy or the priestess.
Yep, there's a lot of things he could really look towards doing right now. Let's see what's one of the things he's gonna do. I would actually kill the doggy, but he's gonna kill the priestess anyway. Killing the doggy means a lot to me because, man, that's a die doggy, and a bit of a GOT reference there. It's looking like summer, but anyway. If he went for the young priestess, the doggy is gonna have a lot of effect there with the next few turns, and with the fact that he's spawned a 1/1 searing totem. I don't know why they don't call it flame totem, but it's a searing totem. Mortal Coil would be an easy counter there.
Yep. So you generally, against Shaman, want to keep their totem count low. For one reason is because you don't want them to get to the good stuff like the Stoneclaw totem or the Spell totem. And you want to keep it to the 25% chance that they might get it instead of like a 75% or a 50% chance to get the totem. So you just want to keep those options low, because those two cards, the Stoneclaw and the Spell Totem, synergize very well with the Shaman spells and abilities. So you generally want to clear the totems where you can and not waste, inefficient stuff against it.
Yep. So he decides to pick off the doggy, and now it does seem like the Knife Jack will be an effective play here for Allura. Allura can also use Mortal Coil. I would like him to play Knife Jack and Mortal Coil for a wide variety of reasons, because one Rock Biter already used, the chances of another one not so much, and it's actually gonna have a lot of good synergy there. Mortal Coil is for sure a play here. There is no doubt about it. That's a 1/1 screaming extra card. So go for that.
So he gets a nice Argent Commander for his trouble, and is gonna go with your play of playing the Knife Juggler and keeping his options and annoying options open. That's now a 3/3 Knife Juggler. And Kero now has to think about if he wants to overload himself and play one of his lightning bolts. It's pretty guaranteed that he might play it, because a Knife Juggler leaving it on the board with Zoo's low-cost minions can get annoying very, very fast.
Yep, it can. And, well, there is still a wide amount of things that he could do here. And Unbound Elemental is just one, but so far, he's just not, as in, I'm just not feeling his play, You're gonna need to feel the Soulfire before it comes out. Just nicely for me to say as well, I'm not feeling that he's doing all the right things right now.
Yep.
And I'm feeling like he might actually not be in a very good spot. Yes, Allura is gonna sacrifice the Young Priestess, which is fine.
Yep.
Maiden Sacrificial there, and dealing 3 damage to Thrall, who now has got Feral Spirit in the hand.
Yep.
He doesn't have any other choice.
Feral Spirit, generally the way Shamans deal with aggressive decks, stopping them from attacking and forcing them to make inefficient trades with the 3 health of each Feral Spirit. But Allura, of course, we know that he does have that Soulfire in hand to take care of one of them. And he might be forced to sacrifice.
Wow.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay. I would play Knife Jack and Argent Squire, but before that I would want to Soulfire the Flame Tongue Totem, because without a Flame Tongue Totem, both of those doggies there will not be able to kill off the Knife Jack as well as the Dark Iron Dwarf. However, if you Soulfire one doggy, it is still you have another doggy's problem there, and he does lose the Argent Commander, which is still fine. It's not very bad.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
What we want is the extra Knife Juggler and 2 additional damage from putting down the Argent Squire.
Exactly. So what he can do here is he can kill the doggy. I think it's okay as well. He can use the 4/4 to pick off the doggy. Of course, Allura, the Knife Jack wolfs a lot more, but nope, he's just gonna play that, and I have no idea why he is thinking of sacrificing his Knife Jack. It's completely beefed up, and I think he's afraid. He's trying to play around Lightning Storm, which is okay, but
yeah.
But given the fact that Kero is kind of mana locked.
Yeah, I think he is trying to play around Lightning Storm, but you're absolutely right. He is mana locked, and he is gonna be in trouble if he tries to put more overload on the board. So you're right. I would have played Dark Iron Dwarf just to keep the Knife Juggler going, because your opponents can start to make inefficient plays or just out of sheer focus of trying to remove such an annoying card as Knife Juggler, he starts to make inefficient plays or incorrect plays. So I think that would have been better. I agree with you.
There are kind of different plays here, and generally both are still kind of valid. Now that he's got a 4/4 on the board, he has to make sure that it's put to good use here. Defender Argus is a very good play. He will
Yep.
beef up both of those minions there, and even if the Lightning Storm comes out now, it's not going to be effective at all. So this is actually working in favor for Allura because of the Defender Argus top deck there.
Yep, and now choosing to retain his Dark Iron Dwarf is now paying off because that's now 5 damage every turn. Does Kero have any hexes in his hand?
Nope, nothing resembling that. He does have a Wild Pyromancer. That's not gonna do jack. Lightning Storm as well as a Big Game Hunter, Defender Argus as well. But like I said, I'm just not feeling his play. He's gonna play Defender Argus here, and the 5/3 is gonna spawn. But we all know the 3/4 will make easy trade with the 5/3, and the Mortal Coil is gonna come out, just looking like a joke right now.
That's right. That's right. So this is going to start to get difficult for
Holy
Shaman
cow.
because, oh man, Shaman generally don't run any cards with heal unless they run Earthen
Doesn't
Ring
win.
Farseer. So, are we looking at a win? So that's 5.
There's a
9.
chance, there's a chance here. All he needs to do is run the 3/4 into the 5/3 first, and then he played the Knife Jug and all the other minions along with that. Forget
Yeah.
about the Mortal Coil. And
That's
okay,
right, that's
actually, this is actually better. Yeah, he's gonna Mortal Coil the 5/3, which is good. And now he's got 8 damage there. Power Overwhelming is gonna make it into a 7 plus 5. That's gonna be 12 plus 2, 14. And he games it. Kero goes down, and ManaSurge takes the bacon home. 9 damage there, and it is game indeed. Wow, what a finisher it is.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
cow.
What a gigantic comeback from Team ManaSurge, coming back from a 3-5 deficit, taking it today. On Friday, any given Friday, they have taken it. They have done it. Oh wow, what a comeback from Team ManaSurge, led to the end by Allura. That was an amazing series of games. What can you say about that, Babel? Did you like that?
Oh yeah, man. I couldn't have liked that a lot anymore. That is just really, really good stuff coming from Allura. And, don't ever underestimate him. Just because he didn't have much of a good finish, he is still ultimately a top 5 player in EHL Season 1 Cycle 1. And that pretty much consolidates his position as a pretty good player. And I'm just really excited, man. I am.
That was a great series. Totally
Wow.
agree. Very exciting. And man, wow, those last 2 games were pretty epic on the side of Allura. It all worked out for him, even if us, we're just casters. We think we know better and pointing out inefficient plays. But, Allura proving his worth, showing that he is a top player, making those decisions in the end that benefited him for the win in that series against Kero. So, good job to Allura. Congratulations to Team ManaSurge for coming back from a 3-5 deficit, going
Close
into into the last series, into their last players. Congratulations, Team ManaSurge.
Yeah, man. 8-6, the final score there. And I couldn't have asked any more from them. They just did so well. And wow, both teams in fact did so well. Do note it is still only a show match, and I know they don't win anything, but generally they just did so well, and I'm just really happy that.
Yeah, especially not to take away from Team Spectral. My gosh, they really proved that they are also a team to be contended. To contend with. They opened up with Unistar opening up with 3 easy wins with his Hunter, very decisive wins, and then we went into the what was the second class for them? It was the.
He started not with the Hunter. I think he started with the Druid, and it got shut down by the Paladin.
Right, sorry,
He went into
Druid,
a Hunter, shut down the Druid as well as the Paladin from ManaSurge.
Yep.
And after that, we have the Hunter just on a steamroll, going on and on and on. We have ManaSurge second player, which is Leo's. Both the Druid and the Paladin got killed for Leo. And then we had Beyond coming in with a very questionable deck. I think it was a Warrior deck
Priest.
that got stomped first.
Yep, and then he went with Priest.
And he went Priest to kill the Hunter, and a Hunter from Spectral died. And we had Viviera coming in here with a Warlock, and Warlock took out the Hunter, sorry, not the Hunter, the Priest. And the Warlock then faced the Rogue, and then the disconnection happened, and we had to remake that match, and we gave Spectral 1 point up, and the Warlock from Viviera lost to ManaSurge's Wensushi's Rogue, and we remade the match again just to make it fair, and that's it. There was the end of Wednesday, 3-5, and today, from 3-5 to 8-6, what a catch-up it is. We had Sushi just chopping down Viviera, chopping down Yamafuda, and he only lost to Kero. So So it's really Wensushi winning 3 games for ManaSurge, and
Wasn't
Kero
it-
coming in, ending the streak there, and Allura bringing the bacon home.
Didn't Sushi win 4 in a row? I
Yeah, 4 in a row. Yeah, because of
Yeah, so
Wednesday
Sushi,
night's
of
game.
course.
So 4.
Yeah, so Sushi on a 4-game streak, bringing it back for Team ManaSurge and giving them the momentum, basically to take it into 8 games versus Spectral's 6. So wow, what an incredible series! Couldn't have been happier to cast for it. Thank you, Babel, for having me again. It was very, very fun this evening.
Yes, I hope you enjoy yourself, Katips, and I hope you enjoy casting Hearthstone on EGTV. Of course, we have a lot more projects along the way, and that said, I believe now it's kind of a little bit of a hype kind of situation, because we have the next week's team coming in already. And do not, if you guys are interested to join the Hearthstone Standoff, just enroll. You need 4 members in the team. Let us know on our Facebook page on EGTV, or you can PM my personal page there if you can find me, that is, and let me know that you're interested to take part in the Hearthstone Standoff. We are going to keep this going every single week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, depending on the maintenance schedule and stuff like that. Of course, more information on our Facebook page as and when. But for next week, I am proud to bring back the first Standoffs losers, and they have remodeled themselves, make themselves a lot better, and named themselves Team Impunity, coming in to Hearthstone Standoff number 3. They will challenge ManaSurge, and the videos have been recorded already, and I think they have got a lot to say. So stay tuned, the videos will be released on Monday. The standoff is going to start next Wednesday, and ManaSurge versus Impunity. And boy oh boy, MS now, ManaSurge, sorry, MS is ManaSurge by the way. They are on a 2 standoff streak. Can the streak continue, or will the new Impunity win them? That's it. This is Babel, joining me is Katips. See you guys again on Wednesday. And meanwhile, Katips, any last minute announcements that you want to do?
Yep, I just want to thank, of course, my team, Third World Gaming. Find us on Facebook, Third World Gaming. And we do have a limited tournament tomorrow. Everybody's still open to join. You still have 4 hours left to submit a limited deck list. No epics, no legendaries, all good fun. Ball points up for grabs for that tournament tomorrow. And again, thank you for EGTV for having me again as to cast Hearthstone for you this evening. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. We certainly did. And shout out to the Philippine community. Shout out to the Singapore community. It's all good fun in the Hearthstone game. That was a lame ending. I couldn't finish it. Yep.
Okay.
But thanks again,
so,
Babel. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, man. My turn to shout out. Huge shout out to Katips for being here. Shout out to all the viewers for tuning in. Shout out to my girlfriend for being fantastic. She made dinner very nice. Love that. One more, please. Thank you. And also a huge shout out to Team Spectral for giving us such a good show. Team ManaSurge as well for bringing the bacon home. Very nicely done. And I'm proud of both teams because they're both from Singapore. And generally, I'm happy that we have good action. Of course, here at EGTV, we're trying to make as much competitive play as much as possible. We try and stream as much tournament as possible. And if you are keen to join our crew, or if you're keen to take part in any of our events, just stay tuned to our Facebook page. The link will be dropped on the chat, or you can just click on the big FB button below the stream there. So that's it. This is Babel, joining me is Katips. Have a great night, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and do wake up early tomorrow for Battlestone. For all of you signing up for that, 50 Singapore dollars up for grabs. A 1v1 rank competitive play. Sign up now at tiny.cc/Battlestone, or you can click on Battlestone icon below the stream as well. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.